When a severe storm hits, hail and high-speed winds can cause excessive damage to your home. This can lead to blown-off shingles, broken windows, siding damage, and leaking inside. If you suspect your home has been hit with storm damage, contact CNN Construction today. We are a proud GAF Master Elite contractor, offering free exterior home inspection for storm-related damages. CNN is a reputable licensed roofing and general contractor working hand-in-hand with insurance companies and homeowners every step of the way through the difficult claims and restoration process. We will meet with your insurance adjuster to discuss the damages to your property, the value of those repairs, and the scope of work needed at your home. Our skilled team has you covered and will leave your home looking brand new. Give us a call today at 844-415-ROOF or visit our website at cnroofs.com for a free exterior inspection. CNN Construction. We find the solutions, not the excuses.
Hang on a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, show and proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling, we love those guys. Y'all see the name, y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always.
Damn.
It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right. R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. With me as usual, I got my guys, but starting first, we got ChadArmesTV.com. Stamped. Woof. Woof. Nice. No vocal training whatsoever. Chad Arms
All
TV.
out the mud.
Absolutely, and I love it. And next to him, we got
Mildred.
Hello.
Feels good to have Mildred on episode 201, man.
201.
Man, listen, man, she's coming on strong, man. She's coming on strong.
Shout out
Dude.
Mildred.
Shout out to all the Mildreds.
Shout out to all of them.
And let me get something straight, man. Just because you're what a camera.
We only got one on this episode.
Okay.
Bow.
Just because you're a woman, that don't make you a Mildred. You know what I mean?
He's talking to Amy right
you gotta
now.
meet the qualifications.
I love how you broke it down for Amy yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Amy came at one. I'm not going to say she came at him sideways, but she came at him with the. She obviously misunderstood this whole time.
Yeah, what Mildred was about.
What the basic qualifications were for a Mildred. And dude, I noticed I just fell back. I was eating, but I loved how I didn't even have to stop eating to correct her, because one was so direct and
listen, this is
firm with it. Well, you missed this, Chad. You wasn't there for that.
You got to be of an older age. I'm talking about
A status, dude. It's a status thing.
You got to be
Definitely.
up there. You got to be beautiful. You got to be.
Gotta have a bag.
Had a bag.
Yeah.
What's the age minimum for Mildred?
67. Oh, I thought it was 67.
60, I lowered it.
60. Okay, so there's your first qualifier.
Hey, know your worth, one. Don't go
60.
lower than that.
No,
You know what I mean?
this thing, I'm just giving. I'm not trying to be selfish, man. You know, I'm opening the gates up a little bit.
Give it a little 7-year gap there.
Yeah. 60,
Hey,
you know
shout
what
out
I'm saying?
Mildred.
Right before Medicare.
Shout out Mildred's
before
restaurant,
Medicare.
dude.
Yes.
Shout out to Mildred.
I need that photo.
Yeah, I'll throw that photo.
Text it to me real quick.
I'm gonna send it to you, man.
Yeah, I need that.
Got it right here.
So as you guys can see, we'll put it on the screen right here. So this is when we recently shout out Mark Gray, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, best goddamn sponsor in the game.
Of all time.
We
This was great.
recently had the opportunity to go down to Huntsville, Alabama, to the Orion Theater or Amphitheater and watch Orion. Thank you. I did that the whole trip.
I did it at first, and I was like, oh, it's Orion.
It's
like
fun.
Orion.
To see our friend Jelly Roll perform on, I think it was the 4th show of the Backroads of Baptism tour.
Yeah, for sure.
And two things. Shout out Jelly for an amazing performance. And this is a repeated story over here. We've seen Jelly perform so many times on so many stages from so many tiers of his career. And damn, that shit just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah,
like it is
different.
And that's not being biased at all. Like that is like literally just being as real as I can from a consumer aspect. Like that is that show is something anyone that has any fucking liking for Jelly Roll at all should witness, because it is unfucking real, and it will that shit looked great.
Seriously.
It was crazy, man. Like, because I was talking to the guys about it, them two and Mark, about I saw him perform, obviously, at Bridgestone in Nashville, and there was 16,000.
Yeah.
You're right, we all did. Well, I haven't got to see Jelly perform to that amount of people outside of Nashville.
Right.
So when we're walking around this beautiful, it's the best venue I've ever been to.
That's what I was going to say for number 2.
Yeah.
Is the venue. Keep going, Chad.
Yeah. So when we were walking around and stuff and just seeing the demographic, like you had some like definitely like some like TikTok star type people, like younger kids there. Mm-hmm. And then you had we were behind a guy, bless him. He was probably my granddad's age.
He knew every fucking word.
Yeah, like RIP to my pops, like my grandpops, but like he was a grandpop age, like 70 something.
Pappy.
Right? And he had compression socks and like, dude, he knew every word to
every word.
OG.
Yeah.
The demographic that the guy's holding, that he possesses right now, as far as this music shit, and being able to tap into multiple genres, et cetera, is one thing. But being able to do it on the age scale that he is doing, I mean, there were fucking kids, 7, 8-year-old kids walking around with temporary tattoos on their face, mimicking Jelly Roll. There's, like Chad said, an older gentleman with compression socks sitting a few rows down or a few seats over from us, knowing words. I'm talking about B-side records, like not just the singles, like.
Another cat, you can tell he's straight out the hood.
Yes.
Whatever the hood is down there, that's where he was from.
In Huntsville, yeah. And then like you had the dudes walking around that looked like they golfed 7 days a week.
Facts.
And would never listen to a Jelly Roll song. But they were there like buying the merch. I mean,
yeah, it was
a beautiful thing.
The venue, I mean, the setting now is just so. And Jelly said it on stage during the performance that was the closest show to home that's been announced thus far, as far as the tour currently sitting. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And with that being said, I mean, there were so many people in the crowd that were obviously from here, based off Native in Nashville shirts. He mentioned that on his Twitter. Shout Native in Nashville.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like the Bridgestone shirts, the exclusive T-shirts that were sold at the Bridgestone show.
Yeah.
There was a guy sitting next to us that had a Bridgestone shirt on.
Bridgestone shirt, yeah.
And that alone kind of like lets you know either there's a level of dedication as far as being a fan, or that they're local in Nashville. But it seemed like it was on home vibe going on there.
No, it definitely was, man. And then, by the way, too, I just today when this is being filmed, but the day in the life of us going to that is up. It's Jelly live at Orion Amphitheater. It's like a 12-minute video of me and the guys and Mark.
Oh shit, I gotta check that out. I ain't seen that yet.
Yeah, it came up yesterday. I put a little bit of footage from Jelly Show in there, and then I'm just over time, like I've been doing, we'll throw up like full songs and stuff. But it was a lot of fun, man. And salute to Mark for doing that.
Absolutely.
It was a fun trip, man. Except when his car shut off.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
One was bumping some new song that he sent us, and it started hitting.
Yeah, because Mark has super nice truck, big boy truck.
Yeah.
And he recently got the subs hooked back up. He had them out of there for a while and then put them back up, put them in there and got them installed the way you'd want to. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But there's something going on there to where it like shorted out his fucking vehicle. Yeah. Because that shit was banging so hard, like it shorted out, but the whole dash went black, like it shut the car off. Like,
yeah, it was scary for a minute.
We were in the middle of the fucking road, like literally about to get on the interstate, like sitting at a red light. We went to go, and that fucking shit was off. That shit was wild, man.
Mark.
But yeah, as far y'all check out that video though. I'm anxious to see it when we're done here. Remind me, we got to watch that, guys.
Oh yeah, it's dope shit, man.
But when I said the two things, I mentioned the second one being the venue. Like this fucking venue, bruh, was gorgeous. Like approaching it reminded me. We all said it that it looked like the Coliseum, type shit,
like 300 Leonidas type.
Yeah,
shit.
It looks like a football Coliseum almost in modern day.
Right.
But us being local here in Nashville, like we kept referring to it as Starwood on steroids because
that's what Starwood should have been.
It was an outside venue minus the grass. There's no grass burn. There's no hillside. Like grass seats. No general admission. Everything's assigned seats everywhere, but it's Coliseum vibe, and then there's a floor setting, but gorgeous, like just absolutely amazing. Brand new, yeah. It's only like 3 years old, but the stage, the sound, the lights, like everything was unreal. But outside of like the bowl was still like a gated, like huge gated outside. Like you would walk through security to get in this like vicinity of the actual venue. And in that vicinity was all the merch and alcohol and food trucks. But like, I got footage. I'll roll it right here. It's probably rolling already. Of us like walking through like where the rolling with jelly food truck was. Shout out to the guys. Of that like area of all those like picnic tables and shit. Like how nice that was, bro. You talk about chill. And that is not where like general public can get. You had to have a ticket to the concert to get in that area. But it's you know,
it's a whole nother vibe out there.
Whole nother vibe, bro.
Like you see, man, shout out to Cud Neil, man. And Chapo Neil, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Hidden.
Man, what they ever.
But like, but they got a whole nother side out there. It's like the picnic area, like when you go to the park and they got the park.
Dude.
They got the desk.
Yes.
There's a whole nother vibe out there.
Yes.
Motherfucker can perform out there in some more shit.
Yes. Y'all can see in the little video I'm rolling right here about the over thing. The what's it called? Not a gazebo, but bigger.
Yeah,
That's what it was like, though.
was it?
Yeah.
Just like a big ass gazebo.
Huge though, and that was outside the main venue. It was nuts, but dope ass trip. Shout out Mark Gray, South Nashville Hooting Cool, and shout out Jelly Roll. He fucking killed it. Y'all catch him on the baptism back row baptism tour now. Tickets selling like crazy. Guys killing it.
Also, too, we'll throw this shout out there. Shout out to Sis and Chris for making it official getting married. We were all there last night.
Let's give them that.
For sure, it was great. It was a lot that a lot of roadblocks, but
yeah, Forever 29. I wore the shirt today just for her.
made it happen, man. It was awesome. Shout out.
It was beautiful. I may have cried.
Oh, I did for sure.
I cried, dude. It
was awesome, man.
I get
it was nice.
In my later years, like emotion takes over for me a little bit. Like when it comes to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But it just being sis and being, we're all like attached.
No, yeah, for sure.
Invested in that, and we love sis, and to see her so happy after all she's been through, and just
man.
It's been a rough year, but it was dope to see that, man, and salute to them.
And bruh's well, man.
Sure.
Bruh's well, man. Like they really deserve each other, man.
Absolutely,
both beautiful. People.
Yeah, love them
awesome.
both.
Yeah, man.
Salute to them, man. Forever 29.
And they held it together so well emotionally, like doing their own vows, bro. Y'all wait till when the day happens and me and Amy are finally able to get married. We spoke about this leaving their wedding last night. Me and Amy's been together over, 13 years, like a long time. And we've been engaged twice over these 13 years. And this most recently, we got engaged at a Jelly Roll show 3 years ago on stage at Marathon. Shout out to the big guy for that. And we're still with no aspirations or planned date or any. We have all these ideas about directions we want to go when we cross that, when we get to that part of our lives, and that's when the bad comes. But I'm telling y'all right now, I will be sobbing.
Oh yeah, I'll be the same way when it's me and Mel. I'll be bubbling like.
Bro, when I see that woman, I can already tell y'all. When I see her walking towards me, it will be over.
That's when Chris teared up, and I did too. Whenever I saw her, and it was funny because Mel was helping sis like with everything with the wedding, so like she changed up what she was gonna wear like 2 or 3 different times because she was going back and forth, and when she ended up wearing that, Chris didn't know that's what she was wearing.
That dress?
Yeah, like she changed. Gorgeous. Yeah, it was awesome. So it was just cool, man. And then them joking and and stuff, and everybody in the fam being there, man. It was awesome. So salute to them, man.
Definitely,
yeah. Whole damn vibe, man.
Salute to marriage, my wedge. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, this is 201, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 201. What's up?
So that means you just had 200.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
That live thing, right?
Yes,
sir, man. Let's talk about the live show, bro. Let's break it down.
Yeah. So as most of you know by now, shout out Pedro cutting the grass while we're recording again.
Shout out.
I think he only does
for
it.
Pedro.
$199. I think he was going. Whenever Joe Tyler was here, he was cutting. Remember that?
Oh yeah, he was. 98, I think.
Something like that.
He's part of the show now.
Yeah, for sure. We should invite him in here.
Vote for Pedro, dude.
Yes, as all of you may, or you should know, if you're watching right now, yes, we most recently had our 200th episode recorded live at Fat Bottom Brewery in Nashville, Tennessee. It was recorded on July 28th. It premiered this last Friday, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And shout out to everyone involved with that. Like, it was it was so much fun. It was the most stressful shit I've ever dealt with in my life personally, as far as the pod goes. It was probably like the most stressful thing I could have ever bit off to do, or us to do. But we pulled it off.
Like a motherfucker.
Shout out to everyone involved, from like the inside moving parts to Show and Prove Entertainment, to everyone in attendance, to the sponsors got involved, to the artists that were involved, to the 60 plus drops we got for the drop portion of that. Like, everything. It was the most humbling thing ever for us to achieve that 200 milestone.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude.
As far as the show itself goes, like, what's the first thing that sticks out? Like, as far as
the live show, or just
the live show?
Okay.
What's the first thing that sticks out to me?
Well, what about the night? Just the whole night period.
Just the fact that how many people fuck with us, bro. The people that fuck with us, we know they fuck with us, and week after week we see it, rather it be on analytics, or we see it in comments, or people tag us, or they share it, or whatever the case may be. Like, we know it.
Yeah.
But when you see it like that, and you see people's response, and then they realize how many other people fuck with us, like, to see all that kind of transpire, and to get that like reassurance of it. That was the best part for me.
I teared up a few times during that 200, because this whole time we've been doing it, bro, I haven't really grasped how dope it is that we've been able to do it the way we've done it, because we've just been doing it. Does that make any sense?
It makes perfect sense to me.
So I don't think about it. I just think about, well, it's like I love doing it. It doesn't feel like a job, but that's the way I treat it. Like, that's the way we treat it. So it's like, we got to stay consistent with it. And then when you look up and you see 200 of those things, and then you start seeing all these people coming through, and it's so crazy to see y'all doing this and this and that. And it was just dope, bro. The fact that we even pulled it off, for one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
a lot, man.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was so much, and none of us realized, like, we all had our own things going in our minds about things that needed to be achieved before, prior, and during episode 200. And then, like, when we all were like, don't forget we got to do this, or don't forget we got to do that, or like, hey, I'll have to do this. When we all started throwing those things out there, and we're like, stop for a minute, and we got it all on the same page, it's like, fuck, let's get to work type shit. Man. Like, there was a lot going on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because you had people want to take pictures.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. It was all family and all love, so everybody's shooting the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Everybody's had several different conversations going on at once, and just.
But we work full time. Like, well, me and one still work full time, but he's got maneuverability as far as like being mobile and working. Yeah. I however, I don't. I do have maneuverability as far as my scheduling goes, etc. But there's some things I just can't get around, and regardless of personal, like, how much personal fucking that day meant to me, I couldn't get out of work till about midday, and I was aiming for 1, and the guys knew at 1 p.m. and the guys knew this. I got out of there at like 1:20, I think, and we got to the club at like 1:45, 2 o'clock. They beat me there. We were literally, I changed clothes at 7 o'clock.
And we had to remind him, like, dude, you got to go in there and change, bro.
And I was sweating profusely. We all were. Yeah. But so much went into that. And shout out to Chad, Mel, fucking Chance, Tony, anyone and everyone that
Jackie on the cleanup,
Jackie Moon, night. Shout out to anyone and everyone that did anything, because there was so much happening, and that's what I had to continuously apologize to the guys for, because like I slipped into like this crazy person mode. Because I was up on stage, like setting up all the audio and all that kind of stuff, and the guys like Tony and Chance were setting up the backdrop. You know what I mean? Chad and one were doing tables and chairs and shit.
Yeah, it took a lot. It took a lot to bring it together, man. But the end result was worth it.
Was fucking phenomenal.
It was great, man.
It was so much fun, guys, and it proved that we could do it. It proved how good we are at doing what we do.
And I'll say this, bro, and we'll get real for a minute. The fact that Lex was there, was big, because
it's huge.
I'll be honest, me and Lex haven't talked much the last few months, and I know it ain't nothing. It's just he's had a lot going on, and all that stuff. But to see him come back and us pick up like we didn't really leave off, and we shot the shit. And him and Leroy are joking and cutting up. You know, me and Lex performed Kemosabe, like,
which was so dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was just cool, bro. And I got to talk to Lex, and it was just dope because
man, family,
that meant a lot,
man. The family came out.
No, for sure.
Yeah. His family came out, man. My family came out. Our families came out.
Yeah.
Mel and the kids came, like
it was great.
Danielle and the kids. We got to see Lil Wizzle.
Yeah, man. It was so great.
Man.
He's getting huge, man. He's so tall. He's got long hair.
Yeah.
Him and Lex did one of them pictures. So that was him and Bailey were there with
all our sponsors came out, like fucking
JoJo,
the whole crew, like everyone. Show and Prove was there. Like it all, like just made it all was so great. Looking back, I think we should have started a little earlier, but again, we were setting up continuously. We wasn't slacking. Nobody was bullshitting. We were working, like we were getting shit done all the way up to where it was time to start like fucking greeting meet and greets and doing that kind of shit and taking photos and just being, you know, mingling, you know what I'm saying? Not being rude and shit. I wish we would have got started a little bit earlier. I hate the fact that the pod was right at an hour. I wish we had a little bit longer, but
I think the one thing, like moving forward, like when we do one for 300, because that's what I think should be the goal. Like we do one for 300 for sure. That gives us time to. I think the only thing, I think maybe we switch the pod and performances, or maybe to where we have more people in there for the pod. But again, we didn't know, bro.
No, we had no idea.
We had certain artists that were there that had a schedule.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? So
and we did. Like I said, I couldn't get there till 1:30. Shout out to the venue. They were like, bro, as soon as we open the doors that day, you can come and start setting up.
Which we did.
Shout out to them. And they were so fucking accommodated. Like they accommodated us.
Yeah.
Perfectly. Like it's the best partner we could have ever asked for as far as that goes.
Shout out to them tenders, man.
Man, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, now that we've been able to chill out a little bit, me and one were very aggressive on the live show. I was very aggressive in general because I was so excited.
Y'all are always aggressive about food.
Ooh, those tenders was some of the best I've had. I'm talking about for real.
I hate though the length of the show didn't go longer because we were having so much fun. And then some of the city stars were out. Dude, like there were some faces in there that I would have loved to had the opportunity to step up on stage and sit down for a moment. Or we had wireless mics that we couldn't really improvise using them like we originally planned because we had hoped to like do a Q&A or to walk out, one of us walk out and approach some of these people sitting in the crowds just to get them some mic time or stage time, whatever that looked like. It didn't happen. But it's fine. It doesn't take away from anything.
No,
I'm just saying, like looking back,
yeah.
And I hate that we didn't get Twack up on stage at all. I hated that.
Yeah.
It's just little shit like that. Like going forward, our live show this time was so much fun, and like all the feedback from people that were in attendance, all great shit. Like I know we're going live again, but I'm telling y'all, the next time we go live,
we'll have more of a structure.
There's going to be a little bit more structure to it.
Yeah, more organized, and we know what to do, what not to do. We know what what we can do,
and we still got some stuff coming out for that. Just because, like from the event side of it, so we've premiered episode 200. We put the drop reels together, put them out attached to episode 200, and then separately on my personal YouTube channel, go tap in if you ain't seen them. Shout out to everyone involved with the drops.
Sub to them, both of theirs and Leroy's channels.
Please do that. Sure. O&E TV and Squint 615 Live.
Yeah.
But there is also footage provided by our guy High Def. Shout out High Def, and he's working on something. He came out for us that night and did his magic, and or the guys, none of us have seen any of that footage. Yeah. When that comes, I'm sure y'all will get more look of some of the performances that went down, some of just people that were in the place. I'm anxious to see it.
And I forgot
to Jimmy, man. Shout out to SMG Jimmy, man.
Shout out Jimmy.
And Cash K,
Benny V. Fate Eastwood, Bezel Gang, like they were out, man. Like everybody came out and showed love, and it was great. What were you gonna say?
Oh well, I forgot too. This week we'll be dropping the behind the scenes ChadArmesTV behind the scenes of episode 200. It's like a 16-minute video.
Oh, I haven't seen none of that either.
Yeah, we'll watch that between episodes today, but it's like the uncut. Like Defs is gonna be that real, like super dope put together one. You know how the ChadArmesTV we just kind of do raw uncut. Yeah. Right. But it's really fun, man. Yeah. I put some performance clips in there.
Yeah, Def was shooting a movie that night, bro. But it was walking around one of them things.
Yeah, it was great. I love the backdrop. I think that was one of my favorite things.
Yeah,
I wish that we would have taken more advantage of it, if that makes sense. but everything was so crazy, bro. We just didn't have the time.
Nope.
But the way it looked, and everybody seemed to have fun going up there and taking their pictures with the backdrop and stuff.
Agreed. I wish it was a little bit wider too now.
Yeah.
Looking back at the photos,
should we add another thing?
Yeah,
okay.
That's all it is. Because shout out to my professional job that I do every day and have forever. I've been in the printing industry for 20 years of my life professionally, and where I work, my employer, we do provide wide format printing. So we were able to print a backdrop for this event, which turned out great. I love the concept of it, but it's 8x10, and I wish we're going to stretch that out and do 12x10, but we need a bigger frame for that.
Yeah,
that's a different discussion. I didn't think about the frame until just now.
Yeah,
but
what about you, Bubba? What was your favorite? The first thing that comes to mind with you in episode 200.
Man, honestly, man, I'm gonna have to piggyback off what y'all said, man. It was so much love.
Yeah, the love
for sure, man.
Just seeing how much people, seeing how many people really fuck with us, man, and came out to support, man. Like I figured people would. But when it happens, it's like confirmation.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and it was dope.
I had to go with that.
No, totally agree, man. It was dope seeing 5'3" pull up. He was when we first started this, man. 5 was right there, and it was dope seeing him pull up. He needs to pull back up too.
He's going to. Yeah. 5's been coming through a lot.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's blowing off the shot Pedro, man.
Yeah.
But
my bad.
Shout out 5, man. He's been pulling up a lot lately. Just in the evenings and putting one in the air with me and just conversating. But 5 got away from the show, fun fact, due to the fact his work schedule. And in his free time, he was coaching softball. And that's 2 things he still has. But
then he had the side hustle with the bounce houses. Too.
Exactly.
Him and his wife,
all of those things are still in full movement. But he has changed shifts. And now his work schedule is back to a first shift. And he is he has a little bit more availability in the evenings now, to where he's been coming. Unfortunately, it's not like on regular times when we'll be recording like now. But in the evening, I got more opportunity coming with 5 to where it'll probably for me and 5 to get some episodes in.
Yeah,
and same with Lex.
Yeah,
Lex was hoping to be here today, but he called literally 30 minutes before we started.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to us having another one of them with the guys here, with Lex. And, man. And even if we have to do a thing where we do segments where we do half an episode, and we switch people in and out or something, it'll just be cool. But that's dope that 5 going to be able to pull back up.
Facts, dude. Same with Lex. You know what I'm saying? To your point, about your favorite thing being Lex's involvement with the episode was super important, and with Twack being involved now, that's a thing.
Dude, never a dull moment, and it's like
it's not. But I haven't told y'all this, but we're about to switch the setup a little bit more. We're going to widen it out. You know what I'm saying? I've been working on getting the other side of this room cleared out. Because I'm sure y'all have noticed in the past when we do 5, 6 guests, sometimes you can get a little crowded over here. And I want to put the pod in a position to where we can implement some of the space that we haven't in the past.
Yeah.
But, in reality, there's been a 60-inch TV on that side of the room and an entertainment center type vibe and some extra seating. And recently, we've been working on moving some of that out of here. And but I think I have an idea how it's all going to come together. But it's going to be dope.
That's going to be dope. Hell yeah, dude. Anytime we can, because I love this setup too. But if we can further expand on it, I mean, hell, it makes
and it wouldn't change. It would just widen up a little bit. Maybe shift some signage around to make it all make sense once we center it all back up. But
think about how off the rail it'll be with everybody on it.
Dude, that would be fun. We would have to figure out a way.
Super.
We need more mics.
Well, and we just have to figure out a way when there's that many of us to make sure that there's not 6 different conversations going.
Yeah,
which is just hard to do because we get hype because we're all hype hanging out like we did at the live show. But the live show was it's live, so it was like an exception, I guess. But
we was talking to people in the crowd and
it was so much fun, dude.
It was a lot of fun, dude, and there's been a lot. There was some stuff announced at episode 200.
Facts. Speak on any of that?
Yeah, we can. I mean, salute.
Well, first, shout out Leroy Biggs.
Shout out Leroy Biggs.
New album dropping the 8th of this month. When this comes out, it's out. Fuck, it drops. Tomorrow. It drops tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Tomorrow, Mr. Biggs, Leroy Biggs, available tomorrow. Pre-order still up. It's doing great. I know it's top 10 on pre-orders when we're recording this, and this isn't. It comes out tomorrow. So, shout to the kid, man. But he's also rocking that show and proof shit nowadays. That was announced at episode 200.
Yeah.
Shout out to Leroy, man. He's been a extended family since the beginning, since episode 3 when he walked through my door over there.
Yep.
Him and Chad's relationship was strong even before that day.
For about 3 months before y'all got to meet him, pretty much.
But through his involvement with Chad and the podcast, and then having a relationship now with One and with all the guys, and just the brand of Show and Prove, and being through the whole things he's been through the past couple of years, and we're glad to have Leroy Biggs.
And he's
officially squad.
Yeah, he's squad.
He's already been squad. He's been family.
Yeah, I'm ready for the.
It don't change nothing.
It doesn't. No. It doesn't change anything. It's just more. We're making it more recognizable, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get photos of him in a fucking T-shirt. That's what I keep saying.
Man. And first of all, salute to Sonny P and Lorenzo.
Oh yeah, facts.
That album that y'all fixing to hear, that is a street flavor album, and it is banging, dog. Yeah. Leroy is. I said this I almost call it like if you watch a movie, they call them period pieces, where it's a movie that's just in a certain point of time, and the movie's based around that certain point of time.
Yeah,
that's what this album is. This was his time in Florida.
Facts.
And and he's sober now from any of the hard stuff, but he takes you on a ride through that album, and of a little bit of everything, man. He goes rap, country, soul, a little blues.
I love it.
Salute to them. Salute to Sonny, Lorenzo, and Leroy. They got him a really dope album. I know Church is on there, and Lorenzo's on there. He kept it pretty much him, but he's got a couple of dope features on there, and salute to them. But
tomorrow,
Mr. Biggs,
Mr. Biggs, fucking tap in. I'm so happy.
Big SMP, baby.
Yeah, big SMP. Yeah. But on top of that,
let's go.
Tin Man. Tin Man, Georgia's own.
Shout out Tin Man.
I'm a huge fan of the guy, and I have been for a very long time. And when Tin Man, we tried to get him over here for the pod probably 6 months prior to him pulling up here. But him being in Georgia, and he works, he's Show and Prove. He's an extended family member before he was Show and Prove, but now he's squatted up, and just over since that time, it has been so much more clear and apparent, like who he should be rocking with.
No, for sure. Well, and the fun fact with Tin Man is even before the pod, a year before that, we were fixing to go to Georgia.
Facts.
To shoot. He wanted to shoot day in the life content, interviews, us do some music. He was getting back into it and stuff, and then the scheduling was just kind of weird for both of us. So then when he pulled up for the pod, I've been rocking with Tin Man since 2011.
We all have, though.
Yeah.
I just been a fan, though.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. So when we started sitting around talking about expanding the team, he was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
That I wanted to mention once I figured out that he was back doing it, because he's such a good dude and he's so talented. Yeah. And he's still got a buzz. He like me and One, and some of us, we took some time off, but he jumped back, and the demand for him is there, just like the demand for you was.
Yeah. And the hunger is there. You can see
he's so dope, bro.
Yeah,
he's such a great fucking human.
No, for sure. And he wanted to be at the show bad, but there was a situation where one of his kids got totaled a car.
Crazy.
And it was he hated it, man. But salute to him. We're going to start rolling out content with him. He's working on his album currently. We're gonna roll out some singles, but he's big SMP, dogs. Yeah. Tin Man is Show and Prove Entertainment.
And even before episode 200, we introduced Twack as being the newest member of Show and Prove.
Same thing with him too.
I love it, Chad. It reminds me so much of back when. You know what I mean? Show and Prove used to be such a steady force out here, bro. To where the scene was a lot different then, and it was a different time, and it was years ago.
Universe, really.
It was a whole different deal.
Yeah.
But just like that representation that we had as a company out here so many years ago and did it so stupid.
Yeah.
The fact that we're so smart about it now and we move so much different and it's a whole different universe. I love the direction we're going as far as that company is. You know what I'm saying? With you and One being such a fucking force out here by yourselves, and then being able to start acquiring talent like Tin Man and Leroy, and
In September, there's another announcement, so stay tuned for
Facts.
that. We're expanding. Just stay
Facts.
tuned.
And we may have revealed a little bit of that on episode 200, I think. But
that's fine.
It's more than fine. But we're just anxious to announce that.
No,
so that's my point is stay tuned because every edition that we acquire with Show and Prove the company or the label, it's always something to be prepared for. There's no fuck shit going on over here. There's no wasted talent or time no more. It's literally.
I mean, let's get to it.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers know now. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like the name says it all. You know what I'm saying?
You give motherfuckers. You can't give everybody like multiple chances and expect them to fuck it up.
Right.
You got some people who's thankful, grateful,
absolutely,
you're appreciative, all that shit right there, man, and still hungry at the same time.
Yeah.
Talented at the same time.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Connected at the same time.
Yeah.
Sooner or later they're gonna take advantage of that, man, and that's what the fuck we doing.
Yeah.
No, and me and Juan were talking about this when we left Dub. So salute to Dub 3030. He's not showing proof, but he damn near should be. He's looking out for us so much, bro. And that's Dub is like become one of my brothers in this shit, dog.
I love him. I've said it so many times.
He's such a good dude, and he's so talented.
And I've never met him, and I love him so much, dog.
Dude, we've been doing some like regular studio sessions, and what y'all can expect, like we'll get right into this. Leroy's dropping Mr. Biggs tomorrow, August 8th. Y'all go pre-order it, or if it's Monday and you're watching it, if not, go buy it, stream it. August 18th, we're dropping the single myself and Project Pat, Represent It, produced, mixed, and mastered by Dub 3030.
Fire.
Lyric videos dropping that day. It'll be on all streaming platforms. Live Forever will be out late September or mid-late September. One's working on that second EP, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear this motherfucker, dog.
We've announced the title, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Devil's Son-in-Law.
Devil's Son-in-Law. That's going to be October, right?
Late. Yeah, towards the back end of October.
Yeah, so right at the time we go do them shows, the end of the month. Yeah. But dude, we were sitting there talking, bro.
Hang on.
Yeah.
One more Twack's shit could drop next week.
Yeah, we're working on that today. We're going to figure out.
Twack has so much fucking music. Like y'all have no idea. Like it's like Chatty Bobby's got 900 songs. He's got 900 that's already out. Twack has a catalog that is unreleased, that is recent, like all within 2-3 years of material, probably.
Yeah.
So much of it, like we're weeding through it, putting something together, or it's
nonstop.
But once once that's together,
banger after banger after banger.
Once we establish what's going to be involved with whatever project we put out or Twack puts out next. That could happen at any moment once we decipher that code, and he should be here any minute for us to begin that journey. So.
Well, and the thing is too about it, like me and Juan was talking about on the way back from Dubs, I was taking him back to the crib. We don't even we're trying to be. I'm envisioning from a music standpoint is Show and Prove being the 2023-24 version of No Limit in the late 90s, meaning we can drop whatever we want, whenever we want, however much we want, because we do it ourselves. So, like, in addition to my solo stuff, his solo stuff, Leroy's solo, Leroy's wanting to put another project out by the end of the year, maybe. Me and him are doing Bad Habits 2.
Yeah.
Me and Juan are doing Troy and Emmett.
Yeah.
You got 10 Man.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Me and Legacy are doing an EP. Like, there's a lot. That's just from the music side. In addition to us doing the pods, we're back doing a lot of day in the life content. So we're going to hit y'all with as much content and music as y'all can have. Because like me and Juan was talking, we dropped Joe and Jerry, right? Like the week after we dropped Joe and Jerry, what do people start saying? When's Troy and Emmett coming out?
Yep.
And me and Juan are sitting like, dang, bro, like, it's different now.
Yeah.
Like, used to, you could drop something and people would be cool for 6 months. Now, if you don't drop in 6 months or even every 2 months, people are like, no, you fell off, bro. So it's like now with us already having the squad that we got.
I mean, they want something.
Shout out Pedro. We're going to sign him to Show and Prove Entertainment as well.
They want something. I guess they want something new from the people that they like.
For sure, dude. And that's what we're finna give y'all.
Spans is definitely shorter than what they was.
Yeah, and like the fact
plus
that
everything's in house, bro. Like even the graphics, the visuals, like all that shit we're doing, we move just like we're supposed to have Like I said, man, that's what makes me so excited. The fact we're stacking talent, though, on top of it all.
Wait till this show and prove headquarters pull up.
Oh, yeah, dude. When we start building the compound.
When the bag comes, we get the compound, bro. It's just going to be.
Everything in-house.
Yeah. Well, and two, we was talking about this. We ought to do it, too. And y'all can comment, let us know what y'all think about this. I think that we definitely should do a show and prove entertainment compilation.
Oh yeah, that's been a thing. This is never.
We could drop one of them once a year, bro, and just have the squad like 10, 12 songs. Like we can. The sky's the limit, really. Yeah, but we want y'all to know that if y'all thought we was dropping a lot of dope stuff before, it's fixing to like double or triple what it was.
Back to back.
Like not letting up type stuff. So salute to everybody, man. Salute to the guys. Salute to the squad. Salute to the supporters.
One thing I appreciated is that there's so much talent, right? And different type of talent.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Everybody got their own thing that they bring to the table, man. And whether it's the style of the music, the flow, the sound,
there's got to be
whatever the fuck it is.
There's got to be
this shit, man. We got a whole gumbo pot full of talent, man.
Well, yeah, like when we were in the studio the other day, when you and Leroy were doing y'all song, I was like, bro, y'all need to fuck around and do a tape together, bro. Like an album, do an album together.
Probably will.
And then he's talked about doing that, like you and Twack or Twack and like the opportunities are really endless with that because everybody vibes so well, and the work ethic and content is there. Tin Man was saying the same thing to me on the phone the other day. So man, we ought to do a tape or we such and such like that. That's the cool thing about it, and we can just do it, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? So y'all stay tuned, man. We're on there. We're ready.
Always
to go.
Working, dog.
Yeah, dude.
Not to mention our podcast is dope as fuck, and
true that.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a rolling billboard.
Man, that's
what I was telling him too. Yeah, it's a billboard every week.
The more, and that's the thing. The more that we move, the more that the music moves, the more that the podcast gonna move. The more that the podcast move, the more that we gonna move.
This shit
is just content.
It's a machine, bro. Yeah,
a machine. I can't wait till we can house it all, though. I really can't. Like when we have when we have somewhere to, other than like the places we work normally, like
because it's all scattered. Yeah.
Yeah. When we start putting it all under one roof and shit, like that's gonna change everything.
Man, we're gonna have to have a family quarters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna own a block, bro. Cul-de-sac, some shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Bunch of visuals coming, along with the music, bunch of visuals coming. We were literally talking about that prior to hitting record tonight, where we were setting up cameras and shit, like it just an open conversation. Plenty, like I think 5 or 6, literally we were
we didn't
aiming towards.
And that wasn't even stuff that I need to start shooting for Live Forever either.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The fact that we're 5, 6 visuals.
That's not even Live Forever stuff.
It's not even Live Forever stuff. With no date, there's a fly in here, bro. That's literally.
Man,
I'm telling you, Live Forever the album will be out by the end of September. I promise you that. But I don't know when in September. But late September, just prepare yourselves for that.
And when you talk about like a body of work, this Live Forever shit, man,
dude, it's insane.
Smack you across the head,
slapper.
It's crazy how it's
your ass up.
Yeah.
How it's like steamrolled into what it is. Like. Man, I'm very grateful for that, man.
The amount of talent that's on that record, man, on that album.
Yeah,
it's insane.
He's like 2 or 3 records away from finishing the whole thing, and then he's worried about having too many records. We were talking about that before we started. Like, bro,
well, no, I'm not worried about it. I think I can. I mean, for that album, it'd be all right to do that many on that album, like because that's the kind of feel that album is presenting itself.
Twack in the building.
Right.
Shout out Twack. But yeah, just stay tuned, man.
It's gonna be it's gonna be.
Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all. Y'all gonna make me start rapping again so I can play with these conversations.
Shit, come on.
I don't want to. But real quick, did y'all watch Jake Paul fucking Nick Diaz last night?
No, because I knew it was gonna happen.
You knew it was going to happen?
Man, when I saw
I didn't think it was going to go 10 rounds.
No, I just knew he was going to beat him.
I knew he was going to beat him. I've been telling you that for months.
When I saw the face-off, that let me know right then.
Chad, I was like, why are both your hands up? I didn't know what was happening.
Diaz was up. He didn't look in shape up there, man.
Well, he was saying some weird stuff. He was like, I don't even know the rules of boxing. And then like he put him in like a guillotine or something, didn't he?
You can sit there, though.
Put him in a guillotine and then he like put his hands up.
That's insane.
It was like he was trolling or something. You know what I'm saying, Squints? Like with Diaz?
Yeah, he to your point, he was just out. He was just out of shape. Like Twack, sit down, man. Your ass all in the fucking camera. the fact that I don't think he trained like that. Like, I want to know what the bag was. I'm so anxious to hear the bag. I want to know what the pay-per-view numbers were. I want to know what each one of them got paid just to walk to the ring, and I want to know what each of them got paid after the fight, like win or lose type shit, because that changes everything.
Man, they tricked the shit out of us, man. They've been friends for the last 4 years.
I don't think that's the case. I was super glad that it's finally over and Jake won, but I didn't think it was going to go 10 rounds, and it definitely went 10 rounds. Jake knocked him down in the 5th. I watched it all here.
Man, yeah, I just knew it wasn't going to work out for Diaz once I saw the face off.
Yeah.
I kind of had a little hope for him beforehand, but then I saw the face off and it's like, nah, it's over.
Yeah, it was let me down a little bit. Gotta be honest.
Not only that,
bro, dude, the co-main event, right, is Amanda Serrano, the same chick that fights on every one of Jake Paul's boxing matches so far. This bitch is bad, bro. Like, she's literally like the Ronda Rousey of boxing, right? Her professional record is like fucking 45-1. Right? She's had the belt for ever, right? She fought a bitch last night. I don't know nothing, and excuse me, I don't know nothing about female boxing, female combat sports much at all if they're not UFC. But her opponent was 24-2.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, gal got a record. They said though that girl had already fought her once 4 years prior and then been wanting a shot to come back.
Okay.
I'm like, dope. Okay, so this is. Then they say that the girl was 41 years old.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And she ain't fought in like 2 years. And I'm like, hold on now. Like, this is where y'all are losing me. Because this Amanda Serrano, bro, is a beast. Like, she is a monster. And, dude, that poor girl, Heather something. Amanda Serrano beat the shit out of this woman.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
But that girl stood in there and kept coming forward the whole time.
Yeah.
Eating them. And she's, they said that last night was probably her last fight, and she was so, but what was dope about the whole thing is what I'm getting to, is that Amanda Serrano said that she had chose her as an opponent because she remembered fighting her 4 years ago. She knew that the girl was still active fighting at 41 years old, like she's still training, that kind of shit. But the point that she made was like, you got to think, up until Jake Paul, women wasn't getting paid to box. She's like, we'd be undercards and be in like the 7 p.m. fight before it goes pay-per-view. Us be getting $800 to $1,200 to fight, win or lose. Like, we out here training and dedicating our life to the sport, being mothers and shit on top of that, and never really financially benefiting from anything unless you get an opportunity like this.
So she was basically helping her out.
Man.
She said, to eat them punches.
And that bitch, she told her 6 figures. Like, she said it was a 6-figure check just to get in there with her. And that girl fought like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Bags. Man.
Yeah, dog. I'm so curious what her face looks like this morning.
Oh, it looks like a money sign.
Bruh, yeah, for sure. Black and blue, no matter what. It's she's definitely financially a little bit better off. But I'm curious what the Diaz Jake Paul bag looks like. What that money looks like.
Insane, I'm sure.
I wonder who's going to fight next.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm honestly getting tired of this shit.
I love it.
If
I just love what it's doing for boxing.
I love that part. I do love that part. What it's doing.
But if he would have lost again, it would have been over.
So I see now. Okay, I see now. So keep that going.
Gets a little bit more steam because he got beat. Remember, his last fight was Tommy Fury. He finally fought like a boxer or whatever. Tommy Fury's little brother. He fought the Fury kid, and he lost.
He did.
Right. So then he's like, "Fuck, I'm not. I just like fighting, blah blah blah." And he calls out Nick Diaz, and they go the distance, whatever. But he won. So that sets him up to fight somebody, and there actually be another bag involved. I think it's going to be somebody like KSI, or it's going to be.
Who can you?
You ready for this?
Go.
According to sports payouts, this was 23 hours ago. This was posted.
Okay.
Jake Paul walk away from this fight with a guaranteed earning of about $1.5 million, with a chance at $2 million based on share or sales. As far as Diaz, he was paid $500,000, but that could jump to as high as $1.5 following pay-per-view shares.
Wow, that's so much lower than I thought. But the pay-per-view shares, if they're entitled to any of that, because that was the thing with Diaz, is that this was his first fight away from the UFC, because contract expired with the UFC. Like he's a free agent. He could go do whatever he wanted to. But he did self-promotion on this fight on his behalf. So that's like Money Mayweather Promotions or Golden Boy Promotions. Like when you're handling all that, there's
a whole bag.
You're getting bags. You know what I'm saying? So that may have been what the actual like contract sign to get in the ring or whatever looked like, but more numbers will come out as the week progresses. But yeah,
shout out to
it was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I didn't think it was going to be. They hate Jake Paul. Everybody in there, motherfucker, was booing like crazy.
Sure, because
everybody
keeps winning.
And everybody.
Logan Paul fought SummerSlam last night too,
and then flew from there and showed up at Jake Paul's fight before he walked to the ring. Yeah, black eye and shit, but he still had his gear on.
Yeah,
and I was thinking to myself, like, come on, bro, you done been in a private jet.
Yeah, he did that. He did it on purpose.
You couldn't change clothes.
Fuck it. I mean, why not?
Because you're fuck that. I would have changed clothes at least.
This fly's gonna make me snap.
I'm glad
on my bill of my hat.
He went to you now because he was over here on me, and now he's over there on you.
He's teetering on death. You can tell the way he's moving. He's sluggish. He's lethargic. Shout out to lethargic. I know we need to call this episode Big S&P.
Yeah, Big S&P.
Yeah.
Real quick though, I want to see Logan fight the other Diaz guy, the other brother.
That's another brother.
I didn't know there was
dude.
Another brother.
Nate Diaz, Nate and Nick.
Who fought last night?
Nick.
I thought Nate Diaz.
No, it was. No, you're right. Nate Diaz was last night. Nick Diaz is the older brother.
Oh, I didn't even know Nick Diaz.
Hold on.
Well, the only reason I know about Diaz brothers is Jelly's line and hate goes on. That's the only reason I know there's a brother.
You want him to fight the older brother?
I want him to fight Logan, the one that fought Mayweather.
Gotcha. Okay.
Logan needs to fight somebody, or Bradley Martin.
I don't know, man. He in a different bag right now. He probably ain't gonna fight nobody.
WWE's probably paying him. He's making. I'm sure he makes good at WWE. For sure.
I was listening to Gamebred Masvidal, Jorge Masvidal, the other day on the podcast with Brendan Schaub and what's his name? Dude's name from Fighter and the Kid. What's dude's name? Fuck.
Brian Callen.
Thank you. And Jorge Masvidal now runs his own boxing promotion, but he does the bare knuckle, or he's getting into bare knuckle, his next event or some shit. Would you fight bare knuckle boxing?
How much?
Exactly.
How much?
I think that's the question to respond with. Because realistically, they're asking. He's talking to Brandon Schaub about it, and Brandon Schaub's been retired from UFC for I don't know a few years, but he literally says, "I don't know, man. For the money, maybe I would consider coming back."
Brandon Schaub did.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why.
Why?
His podcast numbers are
plummeting.
Yeah, they're going down pretty bad, bro. Like Fighter and the Kid, and I used to love that one. That one, and then the one with him and Theo, and then Theo left. Golden Hour.
Yeah, King and the Sting, and now it's called Golden Hour. And I love Golden Hour, and I love Fighter and the Kid. I listen to both of them every week.
Yeah, but I think that may have something to do with it. I could be wrong.
You told me that before, though.
Also, too, I just looked up Logan Paul signed a 3-year deal with WWE, $15 million, bro.
Woo.
$5 million a year. Most wrestlers in WWE are not getting paid that much. That's not counting. That's his salary. That's not his merch. Because he's got his own merch that he's getting royalties on.
So much money, man. And then think about the drink.
He probably still spending Mayweather money.
Prime energy drink.
What was the deal with them getting investigated by the DEA? Did you see that? The energy drink one.
I saw that. I saw that, and then I saw something on Vince McMahon getting investigated by the FBI or the
feds or something.
Feds,
yeah, I don't know what that was about. Taxes or something. I don't know.
But the Prime energy drink, aside minus the Fed shit, they're now the official sports drink of the UFC.
Oh, damn.
Oh wow.
Ain't that fucking crazy?
Good bag.
That's that means Monster and Prime, they're signing fighters now. Like I've seen people. There's people. They're like a sports agency too.
I saw somebody
with a Prime chain on,
the holding the drink and shit.
Yeah, the drinks be everywhere. And Celsius. Did you know that that energy drink Celsius? So that's everywhere, right? That's who got sued by Flow Rider. Remember when Flow Rider got the bag and he sued them motherfuckers for like $80 million and won.
Damn.
Like recent.
Yeah. Shout out to Flow Rider. Shit.
But Celsius, I didn't know that Celsius is Jake Paul is a partner with them.
Well, so I just looked up why they was being investigated because of the high caffeine in it. They said that they were investigating because they were trying to market it specifically to children, and they were like, no, it's supposed to be 16 or over on the energy drink ones. But I guess because the kids were buying the hydration drinks, that I get, maybe that's why. But I mean,
that shit tastes like Kool-Aid, bro. Like it tastes like
very sweet Kool-Aid, but yeah,
it literally. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was gonna say hood Kool-Aid. It's literally so fucking. It's sweet as fuck. There's no way that is hydrating like Gatorade or Powerade. Like
no,
those things are like made with electrolytes. You know what I'm saying? Like they are made to like replenish your body and hydrate you.
Yeah,
Prime. There's no way.
No, and plus it's that zero sugar. So I don't like anything that's zero sugar because it tastes. You can taste that aspartame or whatever's in it, like that Diet Coke type feel.
Fake ass sugar.
Yeah, but big S&P.
Big S&P.
Big S&P.
We're back, dude.
Yeah, we're back.
Episode 201, baby.
201. It's been fun. Ding.
Hell yeah, man. Stay tuned. We got so much music and content on the way for you.
Obviously. I mean, dude, we ran into like a 20-minute spell where we're talking about upcoming shit, like rolling billboard. But at the same time, it's an exciting time, dude. I love where we're at right now. Big S&P, and it's we're going up, all the way up.
Yeah, everything charting.
Everything charting.
If you haven't checked out our first live broadcast at episode 200, tap the fuck in, ChadArmesTV, all that shit's available.
Behind the scenes this week.
Behind the scenes this week, plus some more content from that event. But along the way, Mr. Biggs, available tomorrow. Leroy Biggs, tap the fuck in. It's going down tomorrow. Yep. The 18th, we got Represented, Chad Arms, Project Pat, Devil's Son-in-Law by the end of the year, or by the end of October. Twat could probably drop 2 albums by the end of the month. So we were talking about that too. But that's what we're about to get into. So
Live Forever, September. By the end of September, we're coming, man. Stay tuned.
So much. Just fucking subscribe. Hit the bell so y'all know when y'all don't miss shit.
More announcements coming soon too. BH.
Yeah, Big S&P. In the meantime, in between time, it's O&E, Chad Arms, Squint 615. It's IGSSTS.com, ChadArmesTV.com. Chatty, get us out of there.
Bow.
Bitch, we got views.